welcome to another episode of 52 Weeks to Save the Planet. And this week's challenge will be... Hello everybody! So this week I've got a couple of helpers with me. We have decided to get rid of Clingfilm! Ah! No! Whoa! What's happening? Oh my god! No.
1.2 billion metres of Clingfilm are used in the UK every year. That's 745,000 miles of the stuff, enough to go round our world 30 times over. Clingfilm is difficult to recycle and the majority of it ends up in the landfill. So what can be done about it?
So the normal scenario is that we wrap food in the cling film and store it in the fridge. Oh, boo, boo. We don't like storing things in the fridge with cling film. Boo. So we're going to look at some alternatives to the cling film. Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah. So we've bought beeswax wraps, which is basically cloth covered in beeswax. And you can reuse it and you can wipe it clean. It's not good for using for meat, but you can use it to cover up vegetables and dairy products and stuff like that. So it comes in a packet. It's actually rock hard. Look. You kind of, I think you have to warm it up in your hands and soften it until it's pliable. Perfect. Basically, you just wrap the beeswax cloth around whatever you're covering up. You warm it up with your hands, and then as it cools, it stays in place and it keeps your food fresh. What do you think, Spider-Man? Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. Nice. That's my food. Right. Look, Spider-Man, we could also just use a bowl and a plate to cover our food up. Does that work nice? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, super. Thumbs up. The old-fashioned ways are the best. Another option is you can get these called bowl overs. They're basically just a piece of material with a bit of elastic stitched around the bottom. So you can cover up food with them, like this. La la.
So they come in a set like this. You get 3 different sizes, so small, medium and large, to fit various size bowls. And these ones I paid £13.50 for the whole set.
I quite like these bowl overs. The fact that they're made of a natural product which could be composted when I'm finished with it is good news. The only thing I did find, obviously, you can't stack anything on top of it in the when you put things in the fridge, because it like dips in, and then it touched the food, and then I had to wash it. But you know, it washed up okay. I didn't shrink it, which was a bonus. It's come out fairly well intact. So yeah, I quite like that as an option. Now, this is obviously a Tupperware pot. It's made of plastic. You know, I've got a lot of these in the cupboard. I'm sure you all have as well. They are good for storing food. You know, it's going to get away from using single-use cling film. So I feel like it could be an option. It's not my favourite option, but I feel like it's definitely a step better than using cling film. So yeah, could be a choice.
These are stretchy lids. They're made from silicone. They come in various sizes. I bought them in a pack of 8, which cost around £9. So they're quite cheap to buy.
So this is a stretchy lid. What it looks like. You can pop it on top of a bowl. It's supposed to fit any size of bowl. Fortunately, you do kind of need about 8 pairs of hands to try and get it on the bowl in the first place. And you have to be careful. They do tend to have a tendency to slip off a bit. if they're not quite on straight. Ooh. But once on, cool, look, nothing's gonna get out of that. So stretchy lid looks like this. It's got a smiley face on it. Look, yay, happy. So these aren't actually plastic. They're made of silicone, which is a form of rubber, effectively. There is a bit of a trend to move away to silicone. Although it will last just as long as plastic, it can be recycled like plastic. But with plastic, there's a lot of growing evidence that it leaches unsafe chemicals into your food or your water or whatever you're storing in it. And silicone, food grade silicone like this, is proven so far not to have any of those side effects. So it seems to be quite a popular choice to switch. Me personally, I don't know if I'm completely sold. You know, we thought plastic was the best thing ever, 30 or 40 years ago, and it's only recently that we found out that it's not great. So, we may well find out in the future that perhaps it's not the best thing to use. So for me, I prefer to use something a little bit more natural. These bowl covers work in it quite well. So there's definitely some options there instead of using Clingfilm, which are going to make it really easy for me to get rid of it altogether. In order of my preference, I'm going to go, my first choice is going to be beeswax wraps. I really, really like them. Then I think my next go-to will be just a plate and a bowl, to be honest. It's easy, it's not going to cost me anything. Then I think probably I'll go with the bowl over, followed by silicone stretchy lids, and then last place is obviously, plastic. Boo! Get rid of that. So lots of options, and hopefully it's just giving you some ideas. Obviously you don't need to buy every single thing that I've bought. I just did it really to test them out, to give you some ideas. They're just my favourites. Please do comment if you've found something completely different, or if you've got a different preference or a different way that you use the products, then do let me know and share. And so that's it for the Clingfilm, and I will see you guys for next week's episode.